Hello everyone, my name is Ashley. I'm a Twitch streamer and I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and during the weekend, 3 p.m. Central Time. And today's video, I'll be talking about the top teams in the Fighting Cup. And as you guys know, might know, sorry, not everyone knows sometimes. Fighting Cup start Wednesday, this Wednesday, August the 17th, and next Wednesday, which is August the 24th, at 3 p.m. Central Time. Fighting Cup is a great league format where like only Pokemon with fighting type will be allowed, and every fighting that has psychic typing will be banned. As an example, Gallade and Medicham are banned. So that means the cup will be not RPS because you can't confusion down since confusion is too strong. Well, the problem with RPS cups is that people always play RPS teams the first 2 days, then they always complain that it's an RPS cup when in fact it is just everyone playing RPS teams. The main Pokemons in this cup, like, I don't know, it's just spammy. I think it's Trail Pokemons, which are Pokemons that hit hard but also die fast. You know, you can't have those both at band. You can't hit hard and be bulky. You either hit hard or you're bulky, or you hit average with average bulk, right? So real Pokemons, like some of them that are good: Blaziken, Beware, Be Aware, or Beware. I'm not sure what's the name of this Pokemon. Hitmonchan, the Shadow one. You need a Shadow one, because some matchups are very close and you need the shadow damage. Surfetch, a very spammy Pokemon that hits so hard, and I think you win CMP versus most of the stuff. I am not sure about the Toxicroak because I know it's like IV dependent. So if you have a rank 1, they have a Hundo, they win CMP easily. Huisen Sneasel is another fighting type Pokemon. I think it's fighting poison and has poison jab as a fast move. The safest swaps are basically Pokemons that has a subtyping that resist fighting. As an example, Buzzwole. Buzzwole is a bug fighting, so it's technically a legendary version of Heracross. And both of them resist counter or resist fighting damage because they have a subtyping, the bug, which resists fighting. Toxicroak and Galarian, Huisen, Hisuian, Sneasel, both Sneasler. What's the name of this Pokemon? Yeah, whatever it is. Both has poison subtyping, which resist fighting as well, which make them like two of the best anti-fighters because they beat all the fighters. The problem with Toxicroak and same as Sneasler is that both are very, very, very frail. They have very high attack. The Sneasler has Shadow Claw as a fast move. I think it has Close Combat, X-Scissor, and Aerial Ace. I think you need Aerial Ace because it's super effective versus everything, and either move is up to you. I wouldn't run X-Scissor, but it's a cheap move and it's a baiting move, and the Shadow Claw will do enough damage since everything is almost frail here. Everything? No, I have a bulky option that you can run. We'll get to there. Thor, something like this is the NA regional of the fighting Pokemons, because there is two. There is Sock and there is Thor. Thor is good because it has Zen Headbutt. It's a trash move, but it does double super effective to Toxicroak and Sneasler, which make it good enough to beat both of them. Does it beat anything else? No. Sometimes to be the best, you don't have to be the best. You just have to beat the best. And if you beat the best, you're good enough as the best. Write that thing down. That's a wise word I just said. Hello, I fight as well. It's the 3 Pokemons that rely on... I think this thing should be here, but I will put it here just because it's too busted and too good of a flex. If you want to flex on your opponent, to flex on your locals, you can flex it on literally everyone because it's Omega tough to catch. The catch rate is literally 0.7%. So it's like out of 1000 you see, which you will never see. Like, there is no way you will see 1000 of this Pokemon. You can catch 7. And Kommo-o is decent because it has a Dragon Tail, which is one of the best, which is one of the top 3 fast move in the entire game. And there is nothing in this cup that resists a Dragon Tail. And there is Hakmo-o something, Hakmo-o or Hakmo-o something. It's same as Kommo-o, Well, it has Brick Break, but you don't need a Brick Break. You have Dragon Claw on both, and you don't need a second move on those two Pokemon. So if you have one of them, you can use it. How about you use two? That's a better idea, right? Let's wait. I think Swag Tips is gonna make a deep dive IV to get like an IV spread for one of those Pokemons to get extra Dragon Tail damage that will win you the mid and lose everything else as always. But yeah, Hakmo-o is just a very bulky. It's a level 40 kommo-o. It's a level 40 a Dragon Tail user with a Dragon Claw. So I believe it's gonna be like, it should be the best safe swap in the game, because if you swap first, there is no way they can catch up. And you just spammy and you attack pretty hard, like you hit hard from Dragon Tail, and you have Dragon Claw, which is a decent charge move for the dragons. It's an average charge move though, but you don't need an OP charge move, and you have like just a very decent fast move as like a Dragon Tail, which is gonna put them in like they will be half HP at least once you get to the charge move. And anti-meta Pokemons, it's like Pokemons that are good but not as good enough as like the Pokemons that I just mentioned. Shadow Machamp is one of them. Why Shadow Machamp is not meta? Because Sirfetch'd does everything better. Galarian Farfetch, it has a Fury Cutter, it has Leaf Blade. I believe it's the spammiest Pokemon in the Great League and the Fighting Cup, because technically every Fury Cutter generates 4 energy. So you get to 40 energy in 5 seconds and a half. You get the Leaf Blade. But yeah, you should be Galarian Farfetch, like, should be a spammy Pokemon, so you know if you don't have the best answer, as long as their swap is not a, I mean, like, here's the thing. The problem with Leaf Blade that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resisted, which are the best Pokemon. So you have to rely on the other charge move. That's a Brave Bird and nuke everything. So if you can get shields down with something like Hakmo-o or kommo-o, Galarian Farfetch is gonna nuke. Shadow Hariyama, I mean, it's just there because I have to fill this page with the spicy Pokemons that aren't good enough to be meta, right? So that's why I have something like this in like a big picture. Why it's a big picture? Because I couldn't find another thing that's also anti-meta and can have some decent play. Shadow Poliwrath, it's just very slow. That's the only problem. You need the Shadow for the extra damage. But is it good? I don't think so, because you lose to the fighters regardless, and you don't KO them. You don't do enough damage from the charge move to KO them. So you need 3 charge moves, which is sometimes are tough to get, because the other Pokemons are just gonna double shield and farm you down if you just commit, and you don't have fast move pressure. This Pokemon here that I have no idea what's the name of it, but I think I will tell you the name of it by the end of the video. The second evolution of Timber has Poison Jab. It's a spicy Pokemon, not as good as any of the other fighters, but it's there. If you have one, you can use it, especially if you hit Legend and you're trying to tank for Go Battle Day because you want to farm Zacians from GBL. You can use this Pokemon and flex if you have the shiny as well, you know. And yo, what's the name of this Pokemon again? Dude, I literally know this Pokemon because I'm trying to get a level 51 to play in Ultra League factions. Yeah, it's not as good. It has superpower, which is spammy with counter, and you get it fast. But the problem with it is that you die fast. Now moving into the top teams. Like, my favorite team, it's not budget friendly. My favorite budget version. Yo, if this is a budget, what's the non-budget? Yo, I think it's non-budget because you need a Buzzwole, and to have a Buzzwole, you have to go to Seattle's Go Fest. You should be there, and if you didn't go there, there is no way you get it unless you scam someone to trade who've been in Seattle to trade you the Buzzwole. So it's basically Buzzwole, Double Dragon. The 2 dragons do not lose to anything. Same for Buzzwole. He outputs so much charge move, so much fast move pressure. He has superpower and power up punch, I think, which make it even better to beat other Pokemon. So if they want to fight for the swap, you can fight for it and you can ramp up on the counter damage. And to watch this team in action, you either watch me or you can watch also Smash King, which I believe will be playing this team here as well, because he's also doing a push for 3500 MMR because the season is ending anytime soon. Another team that's also non-budget, but I call it Monka TOS. Why? Because to get to the Hisuian Sneasler, you have to have an account. You have to have an account that is below level 15 when this thing was in the eggs. But this thing is no longer in the eggs, so you cannot get it. So basically, people who had it violated the TOS, but to be honest, not my problem. I wouldn't care. I have a buzz wall, you know. I wouldn't care to use this thing. But overall, it's a good Pokemon. If you have it, lucky you. If you get someone to trade it to you, also lucky you, because it's decent enough in this fighting cup. Like, it does Shadow Claw damage, which is neutral to everything, and it resists counter, which is also good. And you have Aerial Ace, which is a trash move, but does super effective to everything in this cup. And you have Exozif to bait them. And another team that is very original and very different, completely different, you know. If you couldn't find someone to trade you the Galarian Sneasel that's below level 15, you can just use the Sneasel, the Hisuian Sneasel, and it has Poison Jab. What else? I have no idea. Yo, let me check PBBog. PBBog is an amazing website, guys. Make sure to check it out. Fighting Cup, Sneasel. It has Poison Jab, Close Combat, Aerial Ace as well, which give it like a decent coverage to everything in this cup. You hit everything but super effective. Literally everything. Nothing resists flying in this cup. So it's decent. You can use one from eggs. That's good enough. Hakmo-o, just the best Pokemon. Kommo-o is a budget version of the best Pokemon. Another team that's also very different and doesn't have any Pokemon that is similar to this team or the previous teams is Toxicroak Double Dragons. Yeah, it's literally Double Dragons. Budget a bit and no TOS. People might say like how people can have Hakmo-o. I mean, you don't need a good IV one. You can just use the one you hatched from eggs. Now be like, oh, who hatch eggs nowadays? Well, I do hatch eggs. Lots of people do hatch eggs because like the egg pools had a good. When they introduced this one, it had a higher hatch rate than the current egg pool. So you don't need a good IV from this. Same with this one, because I believe the extra bulk is not gonna give you anything extra, other than because if you swap first, technically they will be the one behind, so they will be playing defensively, while you will be playing aggressively. And Toxicroak is a good Pokemon in this cup in general, and you beat the Sneasler because you resist Poison Jab. But the Aerial Ace does so much damage because the both are attack weighted and very frail. Another team that is completely different this time. Okay, this time it's completely different. It's not the same. It's Michigan Players, I call it. Why Michigan Players? Because if you live in Michigan, Heracross spawns there. That's what Aragon told me. He said he got his Heracross in Michigan. So I think he's going to be playing this team, because basically Heracross, which is a regional Pokemon that spawned in Michigan, with 2 dragons in the back. Yeah, it's 2 dragons. He said, can you change can you give us different teams? Well, I mean, you can just do this and you get a completely different team, right? You can also do this. Heracross in the back and safe swap Hakmo-o. How about that? See, I have so many teams to give you guys today. Like, people call me the best team builder for a reason. I can just give you so many teams. Another team that's a spicy and non-budget this time, very expensive, very flex. I call it I Hit Legend with Heracross. But this time it's gonna be I Hit Legend with the Galarian Zapdos by Inadequance. I don't think he has it, but I don't know. He looks like he fits for it. Like, I think he would scam someone to get it. Well, we don't know yet. We have to watch his stream at twitch.tv Inadequance _. Where's the underscore? Yeah, so wait, did he change it? Let me check. Inadequance _. There is no underscore. He's live right now. You can go and check him out. I believe he always have something different. He's doing a trio stream with Thomas and Pranav. I don't know what's that, but yeah. Feel free to check him out. He's an amazing battler. A very solid entertainer. And he always does some fun stuff. Like, he doesn't do all GBL all the time. Sometimes he does like some open Great League practice. So if you'd like to to improve in this game, you can just go and follow him, join his Discord, and like practice those tournaments. And sometimes if you win, you get like $100 or 200, depend on the tournament and how big it is. The BBML, my favorite budget. No, I don't like this team. Not my favorite, but it's actually a budget. Because, but in a budget, okay, in a budget, because this thing's spawning in A, right? I know people will hate this cup because there is so many exclusive Pokemons, but hey, people paid a lot to go to Seattle to get the Buzzwole. Like, they need to get something in return. And I don't think the game should be exclusive, but that's how the game. Okay, now moving into the teams that don't have dragons, okay? Is there any budget team that doesn't have 2 dragons? There is budget teams. I have so many teams, guys. Like, literally, open your open your game now and check. You don't have those? Well, I get you teams that you will have, okay? The best team is from the wholesome_ stream. And it's not Snorlax out Shadow Machamp or like his season 4 team. He has an exclusive team that is only for tier 3 subs or people with above 12 months subscription who have higher than, which I do have. I am like 16 months subscriber and I have a one year in advance, like it's like so 24 months subscription. So I get access to his exclusive team. He called it the Mayor from the wholesome_ stream, which is, but isn't that like AMOC double fighters? And he can't use AMOC? Well, he's very creative. He's gonna find a better replacement, and I think he's gonna use Galarian, Hisuian, Sneasel, which is a poison jab user with aerial ace to hit all the fighters with Surfetch and Shadow Machamp. I mean, like, you cannot not expect Wholesome to run Shadow Machamp, but this time he's spicing it up with the Surfetch. And again, this is a very exclusive team, but 3 subs. So if you join his team, please do not mention where did you get it from. Okay, just wait until he play it. Another team that's a spicy and rely on one typing. Well, he said it one typing, it's fighting. I know it's fighting, but there is non-fighters that could be also one typing. You can't use the triple dragons, but you can use the triple fire by Big FEEEEEB, one of the shoutcasters, and play Pokemon. And a friend, and a good battler, and a spicy team builder. One of the best people at building off-meta teams. Triple fire. Yeah, so this is triple fighters. Okay, it's your point. Triple fire. Why this is the only team that has names and moveset? Because I don't know the name of this Pokemon and this Pokemon, so I have to put them here. So the core of this team is Blaziken and Combusken. Why Combusken? Because it has Peck, which is a super effective fast move that hits pretty hard, and you can farm down all the fighters. So if they have a bug fighting type, they take 4 times effective from flying, so you counter swap with this chicken. So if you see someone like Icepan playing Heracross, you can play Combusken and pick him all the way down. And this Pokemon, which one? This is not Ember, right? It's not Infernape, because Infernape is the monkey. Monferno. It could be Monferno. Big Knight. Oh, it could. Yeah, it's Big Knight. Big Knight. Never mind. It has Ember, Flame Charge, Flamethrower. When it's fighting, you don't need fighting. You have enough fighters in this game. And I believe that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, leave a like. If you have any question about this video, leave it in the comment section below, and I will be glad to answer it. This is the end of the video, and see you in the next one.